stay informative. I love bringing out the board of truth and putting things on it. It's not just my channel, it's all the channels. We as men don't have to take it. And I think that's something that they pushed at us for decades as men. That we do, that we need a woman, that we have to take it, and that we must be willing to suffer to keep it. And that if we leave it, we have to pay the rest of our lives. That is no longer so. You can opt out, men. But it's a little warning to all the women. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Except we have a return volley being fired by men. So it's not quite an equal reaction. It's a more powerful, energized reaction that's coming from Mgtow. The payback, the rebound for what feminism has done to me, right, is enormous. I have 10,000 subscribers on this channel, and I'm just one of the little guys. There are other channels that are more powerful, but combined we all have a massive effect on the mentality of men and what we need to think. Think about that for a second. People say Mgtow isn't a movement. It's not an organized movement, no. I don't know if it's necessary, but it is an educational and it's a philosophical movement. And men who are interested can learn it for free. Men that have had it can learn it for free. Men who have been abused can learn it for free, apply it in their lives, and instantly you have the satisfaction of knowing you're a man and that you're free. That it doesn't matter, right, that you can be threatened. You can be threatened by other men, you can be threatened by corporations, threatened by the government. We're always going to have threats. So that shouldn't be a problem for us as men. But knowing that someone can get into your life and steal from you and abuse you and hurt you, you are now free of that. And you can exert your energies elsewhere. You can realize the pleasure of your life. Your life is not to give to someone else because they demand it, because they have a vagina. Your life is yours. And if you care to share it with other men or women, it's up to you. But the rebound effect is going to be massive. Because there are literally generations. Generations. Baby boomers, Xers, millennials, Generation Y, right? Generation Z especially. They're going to watch the death throes of feminism. And they are going to ensure, right? That's my kids. My sons understand, not because I've taught them. I've talked to them about what it means to be a man, how to act, right? Given them pointers. But they were already into this when I started talking to them about women. They were already into it before they even got into high school. They already saw these Generation Z men, right? Prepubescent, they knew what was going on. They're like, hey, this ain't looking good. I'm not putting up with these ratchets. When my sons come home from school and start talking about ratchets, it's incredible. So what do we do? What do you and I do? We independently and individually live. Thank you. And we leave the fucking hellcats outside to freeze. Don't even let them in the door. I listen to stories from single moms. It's incredible. The sense of martyrdom they have for themselves, the sense of entitlement, and their hatred for men. And this is what I love to ask them. I go, geez, you're a single mom, huh? How many kids? And they'll say 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'll go, ooh, really? 3 kids, huh? Wow, that's got to be tough. And they start telling me how tough it is. And I say, geez, wouldn't that be easier if you were married? And they'll go, oh yeah, it would be really easy to if I was married. Then, you know, I could have help and this and that. And they start telling you all of their ideas about getting someone else to do their work for them. And then I'll say, well, I got an idea. Why don't you submit to a man? And you should see the looks I get What do you mean submit? I'm not submitting to no man. I go, hey, take a look at your left hand. And they look down and they go, what? I go, you're not going to see a fucking rock on that finger, are you? Because you won't submit to a man. Well, I've had men mistreat me. I go, really? With your fucking attitude? I can't believe that. All I can see is men fucking running from you, honey. It's incredible. Incredible. You know, it's funny as fuck that my ex doesn't want me to talk to my kids about anything having to do with men and women. Can you believe that shit? I don't go and talk to them about serious Mgtow philosophy. I don't have to. Right? All I do is just talk to them about being a man. I go, yep, that's how men do it. Right? I encourage them. Right? They'll ask me questions, and I'll say, well, I'll tell you what my opinion is. You choose for yourself, son. It's your life. I don't indoctrinate them and tell them what to think. But I give them information. Good information. I go, look at that woman over there. What do you think of her? And they'll tell me their information, their thoughts. But my ex doesn't want me to teach them anything because she wants to further indoctrinate them into the feminist mentality. She wants to push that. They can't stand it. They are fearful. They do not want to submit. Right? They hate men. And they want to drive men away and drive them into a corner, then pounce on them and tear their fucking throats out. That's what these feminists do, and that's where they're at. So men, put on the armor of manhood. Put on the armor of spiritual belief, right, in yourself. That you're not a dead being. You know, that you have a right to your life. A right to liberty. A right to property. A right to the pursuit of happiness that you want. You know, I love doing these videos because I get to encourage you guys and talk to you. And then I look at your comments and I receive encouragement back. And I know I'm not alone. There's guys out there that look just like me. Guys out there that talk just like me. Guys out there that think just like me. The way I know that, the reason, you guys fucking tell me. And it doesn't matter how old or young, what color we are, what country we're from. Right? Like Guillaume from France. Right? What a guy. He's in France and he's dealing with the same shit. Right? Andy down in Australia, same shit. Our Canadian brothers up north, it's fucking cold up there, man. And you guys got the same shit. It's not like it independently developed in just one country and it's contained there. Feminism has been spread everywhere because it's part of a huge social agenda. And the ones who have paid for it so far have been the men. And we are now done with it. And there's going to be a huge rebound, a backlash against women and feminists for it. Women are already begging. But they won't fucking surrender and they won't submit, and men don't need them. We don't fucking need them. We don't need you. Get it, ladies? They get away with it. Because like the guy that gave me this bottle, they're afraid of him. No, I ain't telling you nothing. I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want her in trouble. I don't want you guys mad at me. I go, you just fucking told me everything, pal. Thanks. Great fucking job. Oh no. Right, yeah, you did it. But you're a fucking pussy, the guy that gave me this. Tom was his name. Just a guy named Tom. Fucking pussed up. Wouldn't fucking tell the truth. But he didn't have to because I already knew. I just wanted independent confirmation and he gave it to me. Men, we don't need them anymore. But hell, we're going to be in for a hell of a show as we cut them off and leave them behind. The terrible part, though, is if you're my age, you're 30 years old, you're 50 years old, there is a price to pay to leave them. It's like taking a car back to the dealership that you leased and finding out you put way too many fucking miles on it and you got to pay for it all. And that hurts. Trust me, I know. But we got to be able to do what we need to do for ourselves. And all they need to do, say you're married, right? And you're saying, man, it's cheaper to keep her. Do you have your self-respect? Do you have your dignity? Right? Can you grab your balls? Can you grab your cock and say, I have the penis? Right? Or are you hiding from her in your house? And hiding from her in your mind? You know, it was so difficult for me to be married. It was a constant fight. Constant fight. There was always a battle for supremacy, for who the boss was. There was constant threats and punishments the entire time. Literally hell on earth. What are we going to do as men? It's up to us. And I got as far as I could and cut the fucking cord because I knew what was coming. Right? I've got so much evidence. It's amazing that she was getting ready to fucking trash me even worse than I was trashed. That she was pulling sneaky tricks. Oh man, there's just so much about it. Maybe in other videos I'll bring that out. But if you'll do anything, I would like you to please give this video a thumbs up. All Mgtow videos a thumbs up. All channels a thumbs up. So that YouTube knows and spreads, right, this. And I would like you to link this video into your Facebook accounts if you have them. Send a link, this link to this video or any video you like from any video producer to other men and say, hey, this is Mgtow. This is an interesting philosophy. What do you think? And we can use social networking and electronic communication to spread the word and let men know there is hope in their lives. Hope in their lives. It is not hopeless. We are not destined to be the slaves of gold-digging whores who dispose of men after they've sucked their carcasses dry. No more. No more. There are tons of men that send me messages and I see comments on here. Tons of them. Holy shit, I didn't know this was available. I didn't know we could think like this. I didn't know it was allowed. Right? I didn't know anyone else believed this or thought this way. I thought I was all alone. Men, you're not alone anymore. You're not alone. You know, sometimes I feel like I could just sit here and fucking ramble on all night, you know. Ramble, 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 ramble. I don't even know if I'm making any sense or adding to the conversation or just boring the fucking piss out of you. One last little shot here. Little kick there in the end. All right, guys. This is John, host of Mgtow is Freedom. Subscribe. Share. Thumbs up. Thank you very much. From the bottom of my man heart to you. Semper Fi. Mgtow is freedom. I have the penis. I'll talk to you again soon.